Sweet, sweet honey bun. Can you believe the big day is finally here? For the last 3 years, you've been at my side. Not only are you my partner in love, but you're my best friend, my home away from home, my safe place, and the person who knows me better than anyone else. I'm floored that after 2 years of planning our wedding through a pandemic, you're still here and want to spend forever with me. We did it, babe. Despite all the bullshit and everything seemingly going wrong for us a million times, today you'll become my wife, and that's the best gift I could ever receive. Today, I'm incredibly grateful for our love. You have been my greatest ally, my inspiration, my motivation to better myself every day. I've said this a million times by now, but from the moment that we met, I felt that we were soulmates. I'm so glad that you grew to share the same belief. From this day forward, I vow that you will never face this world alone. You and I are the real deal, and this entire experience has just solidified that we can withstand any challenge life throws our way as long as we work together. I vow to always appreciate you and never let a day go by where I'm not reminded of how lucky I am that we have each other. I vow to learn from you, even if I have a hard time accepting that I'm wrong. I will hold myself accountable for all of my faults and shortcomings and strive to be a better me for both of us. I welcome and accept the work that is required to maintain a happy and healthy marriage. I vow to cherish and love you deeply with everything that I have to offer. I vow to choose us every day, now and forever. I love you.
Julian, I think about where we started and I love who we are becoming together. There have been some bumps along the way, as to be expected. Where some people would have run from challenges, we've faced them all together head on. Learned the lessons we needed to learn, and we've come out the other side so much stronger every time. Preparing to enter this marriage, I feel calm knowing I have the rest of my life to continue growing alongside my best friend. To quote, truly a work of art. No one's ever made me feel the way that you do. No one's ever made me feel as loved as you do. And nobody else knows me the way that you do. Nobody's ever been this good to me, not even myself.
Is that all?
No! With that, I promise to always make you feel loved unconditionally. I promise to keep getting to know the deeper parts of you and to keep dating. Always. I promise to care for you in the tough times and also all of the other times. I love you so much and I can't wait to be your wife.
Friends and family, thank you so very much for joining us today to see two incredible individuals, Sara and Julian, get married.
It is very clear that the two of them represent a perfect pairing because each one complements the other so well, just like wine and cheese, peanut butter and jelly, or like a moth drawn to a lamp. They provide a remarkable balance to one another, and even though they are incredible individuals on their own, together they are even better. And being better together as a team, as a unit, as partners in crime, is what has been many years in the making, and is what ultimately leads us here today, witnessing their commitment to one another in front of the people that they love the most. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
By the power invested in me by the Universal Life Church and the state of New Jersey, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
All I ever needed was your matchstick, take my wrongs and make them right. Take my darkness and make it bright. Give your old boy a cigarette of light. I want you to hold through the night. I want you to see through my heart's disguise. I want you. All I ever needed was your Simon's kiss to cleanse me of this spookiness, to clear the fog, see through the mist, to give my sorrow a plot twist. I want you. me through the fright. I want you.
For those who don't know me, I am Max. I've known Julian now for about a decade. I've taken on many roles in his life: frat brother, housemate, backpacking buddy, concert date, hype man, best friend, you name it, I am there for that guy. This is in no way an exaggeration, but we undeniably have the bromance of the century, and I'm sure I don't have to try very hard to convince anyone of that. So I guess you could say I'm pretty tuned into this TV show called Julian's Life. You should check it out sometime. It gets great reviews. I've watched many seasons, and I've even been lucky enough to guest star in some episodes throughout the years. My favorite scenes are when Julian just doesn't get it, like, at all. And I get to act like the wise and all-knowing friend who gives sound advice, which, doesn't happen very often, so I cherish the times it does. Like the time he was absolutely convinced that Sara, or as Julian affectionately calls her, Sara, had no romantic feelings for him whatsoever, and he was doomed to platonic friendship and unrequited love. When Julian started dating Sara, everything just made sense. Currently, I'm at the best part of the series so far because Julian is just going through this incredible character arc. And if I'm being totally honest, a lot of it is because of Sara. She sees him for who he is while inspiring him to be his best self. Since meeting Sara, Julian has become more confident, more caring, more determined, and more himself. I genuinely believe there is no better partner for him. I can literally feel how excited they are to experience life with each other, and that alone makes me so excited for them. This is so sappy to say, but I honestly love their love. Sara also never complains when Julian leaves her and Phoebe to go on long backpacking trips with me, so she's good in my book. Albeit a little oblivious sometimes, Julian is truly one of the best and most selfless people I know, and he deserves nothing short of unconditional love and support. So thank you, Sara, for giving him that and so much more. I'm lucky that you're not just my best friend's wife, but you become my friend as well. Julian, thank you for giving me the honor of being your best man. It's truly been a privilege. I hope I did you proud. You both have been so instrumental in my own understanding of what it means to be a friend and how to show up for your loved ones. I think the world would be a much better place if more people loved the way that you do. All jokes aside, I love you both endlessly, and I can't wait to watch this new spin-off series of your lives together.
In the years that we've known each other, Sara's only continued to become an even better version of herself. She's incredibly loyal, she's intentional, and she's one of the most dedicated people I know. Through every success and challenge, Sara has been thoughtful. I've got to say it's been quite hard to find someone who could match and complement her until I met Julian. Julian is also one of the kindest people I've ever met. He's one of the most patient people I've met, which, if you know Sara, is a good skill to have. When he's also the type of guy you could go to for music or personal finance advice, but he also is the type of guy who knows exactly how to treat Sara with gentleness and care. I've had the privilege to watch them grow from the very beginning, from being in this backyard on Sara's birthday where they were just friends, as we've all learned, to the days where we all knew you were in love with each other before ever saying so, to the day where Julian proposed in Weed Orchards. There's very few relationships that I can honestly say that I look up to, but yours is one of them. While it's been an incredibly challenging year or so, you guys made it through a pandemic, through new jobs, through planning a wedding 2.5 to 3 times, to getting a dog, to moving. You guys made it. So I want everyone to raise their glasses, and on the count of 3, say, "We told you so." 1, 2, 3. We told you so.
Today, we're here in celebration of the joining of 2 hearts, 2 souls as one. In the beginning of their life journey together. Thank you all for coming to share in their special day. Julian, we welcome you into our family with open arms and open hearts. Daryl and Kathy, thank you for all your help in planning the wedding. And thank you for raising such a wonderful human being. Julian, from today, you will not be my son-in-law, you are my son. Sara, my love, I am a blessed man to be your dad. I am so proud of you, and I am deeply grateful that you are my daughter. From the first time I held you in my arms, I knew that you would always be, to me, my precious little girl. When you were very young, maybe 5, I was planning a trip to London for a week. And when I told you I'd be away for a week, you asked me, Daddy, can you come home every night? And I explained to you why that was just not possible. And then you started to cry and asked me, well then, who am I going to hug at night before bedtime? So what to do with that? The next day, on the way home from work, I stopped at the mall and bought a teddy bear. And I brought it home and gave it to you and said, this teddy bear will give you really good hugs for me every night until I'm home. A few days later, I left on the trip. And on the flight, I opened my briefcase and I saw a little furry thing tucked away in a pocket inside the briefcase. And I pulled it out. And it was this little travel-sized teddy bear. And when I got to my hotel that night, I called home. And I asked, well, who put the teddy bear in my briefcase? And you said, Daddy, I did. Because I wanted you to have someone to hug every night, too. And ever since, I've been carrying your little teddy bear in my pocket every day as a reminder to me of the love that we share. Julian, I have a story about you. When Sara and Julian were courting, the three of us went away on a weekend trip to Omega. And one morning, we were having breakfast in the dining hall. And Sara got up to get coffee. And when Julian saw that she was far enough away, he leaned in close to me with a very earnest look on his face. And he said, I love Sara so much, and I want to ask her to marry me. May I have your permission? And at first I thought, he just asked me for permission to marry Sara? Are kids nowadays still doing that? Of course, I said yes. And the way you handled yourself that day gave me one more reason, along with all the many others, to trust you with Sara's heart. And now, my dear Cindy, having served 5 years in the Army as a Green Beret, I've witnessed some heroic acts. But Cindy, the mental and intestinal, literally, fortitude that you displayed stands apart. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving me and the world the gift of Sara. And now, will everyone please join me in a toast to Julian and Sara as you begin your adventure together. May you have many, many years of light, love, and joy.